You can make a difference. By becoming a supporter of our channel, you not only help us thrive, but also become an active part of our community. The link to join us is in the description.
Father Fábio, do you keep doing the same thing? Acting so hostile? My daughter, the dynamics of forgiveness, she always... First, we don't have to tell how many times we forgive. We will always forgive for a very obvious reason. The person has a value for us. The biggest challenge of forgiveness is when you realize that by not finding a way and continuing to do the wrong things, you need to have attitudes that can make this person aware that they commit with them and others. So forgiving is not just saying, I forgive you. It is also an attitude that needs to cover a little more, that needs to reflect life. Because forgiveness is not a magical attitude, not a simple rule to live, because it has a whole existential dynamic. The rule of forgiveness goes all the time by the analysis of the life we are living, what we are doing to hurt, to offend. And then often, what we need is to be a little harder the moment we forgive. Also putting some rules. Look, sorry. You hurt me in that. And the other has to understand that your word is true, that you cannot put this rule either and not give authority to that rule. Lots of people don't change with us because we don't change either. In the way we demand this respect. Now forgiveness, how many times do I need to forgive? How many times do I have reasons for this? What I fear is that sometimes the relationship is wearing so much that we lose the love that has for each other. And by losing love, losing respect, we lose the desire to forgive. So the big challenge is this. And you who are stepping on the ball too much with someone, be careful. Later, and then he confessed. Why did you lose your girlfriend? So he said like this, Father, I stepped a lot on the ball with her, and she got tired of it. And now I'm fighting to recover her. But it's not easy. So you see, here in this case, someone became aware that he was stepping on the ball, that he was not acting correctly. I was not being faithful. I do not know what kind of loyalty it was, that sometimes only now he was suffering the consequences of not being able to value the forgiveness she so often granted to him. So they are two different dynamics. The dynamics of those who give forgiveness is to do everything to keep the love inside in the heart alive. Because if the other continues to make mistakes, we will have to have love reservations to continue helping. Now, on the other side, what is receiving forgiveness, what is being benefited from mercy, also needs to take a position, right? We can't be relaxed now, used to it, oh, the other forgives me, so I will always do everything wrong. No, even in a way of committing to the love you receive. Loving implies obligations, right? And being loved also implies obligations. If I know that person loves me, that she has a respect for me, that she has a love for me, it has to modify the way I interpret her, the way I deal with her. I have to have more tact not to let my worst part prevail. And this is a job every day, my people. It's a job of all the time, because living is not easy. We know that the dynamics of forgiveness is very necessary for human life. It is because we are fragile, and we make many mistakes. We couldn't do good, São Paulo already said that. We couldn't do good we want to do, and we often do evil. Now what? People can't be discouraged, right? We always have to have before us that human experience, however painful it is. It is always worth it. We cannot be discouraged from life. We always need to have this courage to reinvent our meanings every day, our reasons, right? Look at these people we love and renew our commitment to them. Our friends, you who are married, you who have a girlfriend, renew our commitments to our parents. This is so fundamental. A family's life is happier as people renew their bonds. If you do not renew, you risk falling into sameness, in this routine that often strangle the feeling, that atrophy, like the muscle, right? If you do not exercise for your muscle, it will atrophy. The body will not spend energy on a muscle that is not working. So you have 1,000 muscles on your arm there. I don't know how many muscles you have. How many muscles do you have on your arm? You don't know, right? So it is. The muscle that you move with it will be larger, that you exercise. That's why lifting weight causes the arm to grow, right? Because you will recruit muscle fibers that were once asleep. So everyone has a potential to get a tougher, more alive muscles, so to say, more toned. Now, my friend, if you lie on the couch, make a bucket of popcorn, a bucket of Fanta, and go watch the afternoon session every day. And there is no way to the muscles you need to put to exercise so that they are dynamic and toned all their lives. You run the risk of coming at a time when these muscles will be weak. You will feel a lot of pain. Love is the same thing. It is a muscle that if you do not exercise, dies. No, dies. It is hidden there, sleeping there, calm in the corner there. Let the other fibers work. I do not believe this is our life goal. I believe that for our lives to have quality, we have to discover all the time the small gestures that can make this quality happen. The love we love is made of small gestures. It's attention we give. It's a phone call we make. It's a word we offer. It's attention. It's a gesture, a gift, a memory, anyway. Family love. It lacks all these exercises that make the family strong. Just as exercise strengthens muscle, love strengthens the family. Love strengthens the human relationship. Friends will be more friends as they love each other more. Now, in the dynamics of love is forgiveness. Because no matter how much I wanted to get it right at a few moments of my life, I will make mistakes with that person. Now I need to be aware of how error, when error and why error. And then I will start doing a job with me to try neutralize these situations that make me go wrong. And then the old question comes in that I never get tired of talking. Self-knowledge. My people, find out how its operation is. What annoy you? What makes you reach the limit? And it begins to be disciplined to be able to work on these issues. Do not settle. Do not let yourself accommodate, just as the muscle of our body is often accommodated, which no longer wants to do anything else, which already gives itself to weakness. No, we will be very strong in every way. We will have interior disposition to love, to forgive how many times it is. Now, I need to be willing to avoid hurt. That's the big question. We often want the other to forgive us, but we have no willingness to else what hurts away. Then we are justified. Oh, I'm anyway. I'm anyway is a sentence that only suits us dead. Right there in the deceased and speak. I'm like that. And the deceased has every right to be anyway. He will only change to worse. He will undo everything there. Now, how many times do I find people who are justifying their aggressive behaviors behind it? Don't mess with me because I'm anyway. I'm explosive. I'm it. I'm that. Please. But you don't have to be a lifetime like that. Either you are so unable to deal with yourself or you is so unwell to deal with yourself. Who says you have to die that way? You don't have to settle, or you don't believe in God's strength. I look at myself, Even today I was talking about it. I look at me, the boy I was, shy, fearful. I am still shy today, but I bring it under control, because my mission asks me that. I do not have the right to be a gagged priest in my fears, but my mission has no quality. I cannot say I am a priest and no preach. I will not do my humilia. I will not guide the people. I have no right to do this. So I need to make my personal struggle against my weaknesses and in favor of my virtues. So you see, this word, I'm like this, not mute, only serves for those who have died. Do not admit that you use this expression to justify yourself. Do not justify your mistakes. The worst thing you have is that you live with a person who does not assume that he was wrong and justifies all the time to herself and others because who made a mistake. Okay, forgiveness is there to be given, to be offered. But we need to know that forgiveness has to motivate us to concrete attitudes of change. I need to forgive more and have less need to be forgiven. This is our life project, because when God changes our hearts, He gives us a lot of willingness to forgive and gives us strength.
From all of us at Path of Faith, thank you for being part of today's discussion. We value your input, so please share your thoughts in the comments. Show your support with a like, spread the message by sharing, and subscribe to stay connected with us on our journey of faith.